Hello students, good afternoon to all of you and welcome to my channel Millennium Institute of Mathematics. Students, in today's class we are going to solve question number 3. Question number 3, I, second I and third I. We are going to solve I, second I and third I of question number 3 from class 9 mathematics book written by R.S Agarwal. So let's start our solving. First we will solve number 3I. First we will solve number 3I. The question is that find a rational number. Find a rational number between 3 by 8 and 2 by 5 and 2 by 5. It is question number I. It is question number I. Students, before going to solve this question, first we have to be clear about the concept. It means what is the procedure to find one rational number or two. Yes, it may be asked in the question to find two rational numbers, or it may be asked to find three rational numbers. Therefore, you have to be clear about the concept, how to find out one or more rational numbers between these two given rational numbers. First you have to be clear about the concept. So let's start the concept. How can you find out n number of rational numbers, n number of rational numbers between two given rational numbers, between two given rational numbers. So it is the concept, you have to clear about it. Students, it has been written here n number of rational numbers. What do you mean by n? N indicates to 1 or 2 or 3, so on. It means n is a variable. Its value may be any number. It means if n indicates to 1, then you will mean that you have to find out only one rational number. If n indicates to 2, it means n का value अगर 2 हो जाएगा, then you mean that you have to find out two rational numbers. Similarly, you can find out three rational numbers. It means this rule or this procedure is applicable for the value, for any value of n. n का वैल्यू 1 होगा तो आप समझेंगे क्या, 1 रेशनल नंबर फाइंड करना है ये दोनों का बीच। n का वैल्यू 2 हो जाएगा तो आप क्या समझेंगे, आपको 2 रेशनल नंबर फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा ये दोनों रेशनल नंबर का बीच। सो इन दिस वे you can find out any number of rational numbers between these two. Then what is the trick, what is the way? First note it. The rule tells us that if A and B are two rational numbers, then 1 by 2 into A plus B is a rational number, between A and B. Between A and B means between your given rational numbers. Between A and B, these two are your given rational numbers. From this you are clear that the rational number that you have to find out between these two will be the middlemost rational number of these two. Suppose the rational number you found out between these two using the formula bx1. Suppose इसको हम x1 कंसिडर करेंगे, देन वी मीन दैट a एंड b ये दोनों हमारा गिवन रेशनल नंबर है, देन x1 इज द मिडिल मोस्ट of these two rational numbers, and in this way you can find out only one rational number between the two given rational numbers. Suppose you want to find out two rational numbers, then how can you find the two rational numbers? How can you find? So students, already you have found out only one rational number between these two given rational numbers. Suppose you want to find out two rational numbers, therefore you have to find out the second rational number between these two by finding out the middlemost rational number of these two. What I said that I told that if you want to find out two rational numbers between these given rational numbers, then you will need to find out the middlemost rational number of these two by using the same formula. Suppose it is x2. Now you have already found out two rational numbers between these two. Similarly, if in the question you are asked to find out three rational numbers, it means you want to find out three rational number between these two. Then simply you have to find out the middlemost rational number of these two. The middlemost rational number of these two. Suppose it is x3. Similarly, you can find out the middlemost of these two rational number. Suppose it is x4. Similarly, you can find out the middlemost rational number of these two. Suppose it is x5. So in this way you can find out any number of rational numbers between these two. If you want to find only one, you can find out. If you want to find out two rational number, you can also find out. In this way you can find out any number of rational number between the two given rational numbers. It is the concept. And in each case you have to use this formula. It means this formula is used to find the middlemost rational number of two given rational numbers. So it is the concept. Understand? So note it first. Now students, we will take an example to understand the concept clearly. We will take an example. We will solve question number I of number 3. We will solve question number I of number 3 as the example. Suppose it is the example. The question is that find a rational number, only one rational number. Find only one rational number between 3/8 and 2/5. So how can you find one rational number? Already I have told you that if you need to find out only one rational number, then it must be the middlemost of these two. Therefore you have to use the formula 1/2 into a plus b. Value of a equal to 3/8 plus value of b equal to 2/5, because these two are our given rational numbers. But in the rule it has been mentioned a and b as a and b. So value of a will be taken as 3/8 and value of b will be taken as 2/5. So it is the required rational number. Now add these two rational numbers by taking the LCM of their denominators, because the denominators are not same. 1/2 into LCM will be 40, in place of 3 it will be 15, in place of 2 it will be 16. 1/2 into 31/40, finally you got 31/80. So it is your required answer. It is the middlemost of these two rational numbers. So note it first. Now question number second I. Now question number second I. Question number second I. Find a rational number between 1.3 and 1.4. It means the given rational numbers are 1.3 and 1.4, and you want to find out a rational number between these two. It means you have to find out the middlemost rational number of these two. So you have to use the same formula, that is 1 by 2 into a plus b. In this place, students, in this place put 1.3 and 1.4, because your given rational numbers are 1.3 and 1.4. So put 1.3, 1.4. As these two rational numbers are in decimal form, therefore you simply add them. The result of this addition will be 2.7. Now you find 2.7 by 2. Finally 2.7 by 2. It is in complex form, so simplify it by dividing 2.7 by 2. So finally you got 1.35. So it is the rational number between the given rational number 1.3 and 1.4. It is the middlemost of these two rational numbers. So note it. First. Note it. Now students, we solve question number triple I. Question number triple I. Question number triple I is that you have to find out a rational number between -1 and 1 by 2. Between -1 and 1 by 2. Between -1 and 1 by 2. So -1 and 1 by 2, these two are your given rational numbers, and you want to find out a rational number between these two, so you have to use the same formula. So your required rational number equal to 1 by 2 into, put -1 in place of A, and in place of B put 1 by 2. I am using the same formula. Now 1 by 2 into, first take the LCM of the denominator. Here the denominator is 1. So take the LCM, that is 2. It will be -2 plus, it will remain same, that is 1. Now 1 by 2 into -1 by 2, so finally you got -1 by 4. So it is your required rational number between these two given rational numbers. So note it. Students, We will take another example to be cleared more about the concepts. Suppose the question is find 5 rational numbers. Find 5 rational numbers. Between 3/8 and 2/5. In this question, you want to find out 5 rational numbers. But in the previous question that you had already solved, in the previous question, you found out only one rational number between 2 given rational number. But in this question, it has been given 5. It means 5 rational number हमको निकालना है between these 2 given rational numbers. Therefore, you have to follow the same procedure. It means first you have to find out the middlemost of these 2. Suppose that is x1. So find out first the middlemost rational number of these 2. First rational number. First rational. Suppose we considered it as x1 equals. Use the same formula, the same procedure. 1/2 into 3/8 plus 2/5 are these 2 rational numbers by taking the LCM of their denominators. 1/2 into the LCM is 40, it will be 15 plus it will be 16 equal to 1/2 into it will be 31/40 and finally you got 31/80. So students, now we have 3/8, 2/5. It is the starting rational number or the beginning rational number. It is the last rational number, and between these 2 rational number you have found out 31/80. 31/80. So it is the first rational number between these 2. But in the question, you have to find out 5 rational numbers. It has been given in the question. You have to find out 5 rational numbers. Therefore, now you have to follow the same procedure and to find a rational number between these two, this one and this one. It means if you find out a rational number between these 2 rational numbers, then it will be your second rational number between these 2. So find the middlemost or the rational number between these 2. Use the same formula. The second rational number, suppose it is x2, it is considered as x2. Suppose it is considered as x2 equal to 1/2 into 3/8. Value of a will be taken as 3/8 and value of b will be taken as 31/80, because you want to find out a rational number between these 2 rational numbers. So it is a, it is b. Suppose equal to 1/2 into, now take LCM. The LCM will be 80, it will be 30 plus it will be 31 equal to 1/2 into 61/80. and finally you got 61 by 160. There is no space here, so I write here 61 by 160. कहाँ पे लिखेंगे? 61 by 160. 61 by 160. So it is the second rational number, that is x2. That is x2. So ये जो rational number है ना, ये दोनों रेशनल नंबर का 20 में होगा. इट मीन्स 61 by 160 is the rational number between these two rational numbers. So we have, finally we have, first note it. So students, already you have find out two rational numbers. Now we have 3 by 8, 2 by 5, 31 by 80 and 61 by 160. Already you have found out two rational numbers. Now find out a rational number between these two, and it will be your third rational number. So use the same formula. The third rational number. Suppose you consider it as x3, equal to, use the same formula, 1 by 2 into a plus b. Value of a will be 31 by 80 plus value of b will be 2 by 5, because you want to find out a rational number between these two rational numbers. So these two will be the value of a and b respectively. Now add these two rational number by taking the LCM of the denominator. The LCM will be 80. 1 by 2 into 80. It will remain same, that is 31. It will be 32. Then 1 by 2 into, add these two, 63 by 80, and finally you got 63 by 160. So it is the third rational number, but actually it is the middlemost rational number of these two, but it is the third rational number of your given rational numbers. First note it. So students, now we have Now you have 3 by 8, 61 by 160, 31 by 80, 63 by 160 and 2 by 5. It means already you have found out three rational number between your given rational numbers, these three. But in the question it has been asked you to find out 5 rational number, so only 2 rational number you have to find out extra. Only 2 rational number you have to find out. Now we are going to find out the fourth rational number, that is x4. Suppose you consider it as x4. Fourth rational number, that is x4, equal to, use the same formula, 1 by 2 into, value of a will be taken as 3 by 8 Value of v will be taken as 61 by 160. Why? Because you want to find out a rational number between these two. So use the same formula. Now 1 by 2 into LCM will be 160. It will be 60. It will be 61. Now you find 1 by 2 into 121 by 160. So finally you got 121 by 320. So it is the fourth rational number, but actually it is the middlemost rational number of these two, but it is the fourth rational number of your given rational number. So put it in this place. 121 by 320. 121 by 320. So students, till now you have found out four rational numbers. This. Only one is left over. Only one you require extra. Because it has been asked you to find out 5 rational number in the question. So the last rational number, that is 5th rational number, suppose you consider it as x5, will be, first note it. So students, now the fifth rational number. Fifth rational number, that is x5. Suppose you consider it as x5. So x5 will be equal to 1 by 2 into value of a will be 63 by 160, value of b will be 2 by 5, because you want to find out a rational number between these two, just as you find out between these two, that is 121 by 320. Similarly, you have find out a rational number between these two rational number, and it will be your fifth rational number or last rational numbers. So value of a will be taken as 63 by 160 plus value of b will be taken as 2 by 5. Take LCM to make the denominator same, that will be 160. 63 will remain same, plus it will be 64. In place of 2 you will write 64, equal to 1 by 2 into add these two, 1 by 2 into 127 by 160. So finally you got 127 by 320. It is the fifth rational number. Between your given rational number. But actually it is the middlemost of these two rational numbers. So students, already we have found out 5 rational number between these two given rational numbers. So finally we have to write. First note it. So finally we got 3 by 8, 121 by 320, 61 by 160, 31 by 80, 63 by 160, 127 by 320, and then 2 by 5. So these 5 rational numbers are the required rational numbers that you want to find out between these two given rational numbers. So these 5 rational numbers are your required rational number. As all the rational numbers are in ascending order. ascending order का meaning है छोटा सा बड़ा हिंदी स्टूडेंट्स आई कैंट स्पीक हिंदी वेरी वेल, सो इसका मतलब है you have already found out 5 rational number between these two given rational number. As these 5 rational number all together it means all the rational numbers are in ascending order, therefore you have to use the less than sign here. 3 by 8 is less than 121 by 320 is less than 61 by 160 is less than 31 by 80 is less than 63 by 160 is less than 127 by 320 is less than 2 by 5. So the given rational numbers are these two and these 5 are your required rational numbers. So note it. So students, आज के लिए इतना ही काफ़ी है. So tomorrow we will start the next numbers. We will start tomorrow. So this much. आज के लिए इतना ही है. This much.